Teresa, and I'm a volunteer naturalist at Bernheim Arboretum and Research Forest. And I wanted to share a little bit of information with you today about some birds and what we might be observing this time of year as we go from late spring into early summer. Right now we have a lot of small birds that might be trying to fly from the tree, some fledglings. We might have some storms that go through that might blow some fledglings out of the nest. And I wanted to address some wives' tales and some facts that might help you take care of these little guys as they grow up and take flight to the skies permanently. So first and foremost, for those fledglings that haven't left the nest yet, if we do have a large storm that blows through that might knock one out of the tree, it is an old wives' tale that you can't touch the baby bird and put them back in their nest. So if you do have the ability to find the nest that they might have come from and you have a ladder and you can safely return them, we would appreciate it, and I'm sure the mama bird would appreciate it too, because the mama birds can't always return those fledglings back to the nest themselves. So you're helping out the whole family that way. Another thing that you might find on the ground after a storm is sometimes the nest itself, be it empty or not. And one thing neat about nests is if you take it and return it back to the tree or return it to a tree or a bush that you can reach, birds often reuse those supplies or reuse the whole nest. So don't be afraid to pick it up and put it back where you think it came from, because it's either going to help out a new mama bird or it's going to help out a new maybe fledgling who's learning to build a nest as they take it apart and reuse those materials. As fledglings grow up, they're going to try to fly. And sometimes that flight school doesn't always go well for them. And sometimes you might find them maybe in the grass, taking a rest. Maybe if you have bird feeders out, they might be on your back porch, maybe just sitting there for a few minutes. And if they are sitting there, it's okay. Sit and observe for a little bit. You might be able to see the mama or papa bird kind of flying around. They might come back to feed them too. I know on my back porch, I've seen song sparrows that have started feeding their little fledglings that might be a little bit tired of their flight school for that day. So just make sure you're paying attention to the birds and their activity and observe who's around them too. Often their mother and father aren't very far away. So before you touch them to move them anywhere, just make sure you're paying attention, because we want the best for our bird friends as well as ourselves. Have a great day.